Hello, my loves. How are you doing? We have got the full flower moon tonight in Sagittarius. It's so exciting. I've just been on a week-long retreat and I've come back absolutely full of life force energy. So this moon is kind of perfect to carry that forwards. So full flower moon, also known as the hare moon, is really honouring the season. So if we think about the season as it is now, everything is blooming, everything is fertile. It's called the hare moon sometimes because we know what the hares are up to at the moment. It is bursting with life force energy. Everything around us is bursting. There's flowers everywhere. There's just new growth. Can you feel the energy yourselves, I wonder? Like, I feel much more alive and outward facing. And this is kind of where we're at in terms of our cycle of the year. It's that outward facing time. It's that opportunity to really tap into that sexy, potent energy and to create magic. So the Sagittarius moon is all about, so it's like it's a fiery sign. I love this moon because my moon sign is Sagittarius. So I get really excited about it. And it's really tapping into our inner fire. Like, what is it that really fires me up? What gets me passionate? How can I create more expansion in my life? How can I create more adventure in my life? It's like really tapping into that I guess more masculine energy as we're coming up to the solstice. That peak of energy where we're really at Beltane, we really connect with the divine masculine, bringing that together with the divine feminine, and then we have the potential to create so much for ourselves. And this is not a moon to be small. This is not a moon to play it small. This is the moon to really feel into the adventures we want to create for ourselves and say, hell yeah, let's do it. But as in all full moons, this is always about what it is we can let go of. So as we reach the full moon, we celebrate what we've created in the first part of the cycle, but we recognize, what do we need to let go of to move forwards? And this is a really key thing here. So the light of the moon helps to illuminate the things that are holding us back in life. So perhaps you can ask yourself, what's holding me back from following my dreams, from enjoying the adventures I want to have in my life? What is it that's keeping me stuck? So this is a great reflection to have at this moon. Maybe take a bit of time out to do a little bit of meditating, a bit of journaling. What is it that's holding me back? Is it circumstances? Is it my own fears and limiting beliefs? Am I actually afraid of myself and my own power? What's going on for you? So feeling into that, what's keeping me stuck? What's keeping me small? And how can I step out of the expectations that society puts upon me, that our patriarchal systems put upon us, even our families, and also the things we put upon ourselves? Because something I've discovered in this last week is the person who was holding me back the most is me. I was fearful of myself, and I've been able to really shift a lot of that in the past week, like fearful of my own power. So feel into, what is it that's keeping me small, holding me back, that's not allowing me to move forwards. And it's really cool to do like a burning ritual. So I use bay leaves. I write on the bay leaf what it is I want to release and I burn it. You can do it with a bit of paper. So just write on your piece of paper what it is that you want to release. Fear of something. There's always some fear going on there somewhere. Or whatever it is that's holding you back. And just release it into the flames with love. And this is a really important thing, because when we've been experiencing something that's been holding us back, often it's because we're not ready yet, or we've needed to grow some more before we can release it. So it's important not to release it with hatred or disgust or any negative, forceful emotions like that, but to accept it was there, to perhaps honor the teachings that it's given us, and then to release it with love into the flames to be transformed. And we just set the intention that that energy is transformed back to the universe with love. Now, some people say at the full moon, you just do the releasing, you don't do the manifesting, but energetically, if we let go of stuff, we've created space and we want to fill it with the stuff that we love and the stuff that we want. So have a go at feeling into, what do I want to create in my life? And think big, okay? Don't think small. This is a time for expansion. It's a time for adventure. It's a time for really igniting your inner fire and getting really excited about what you could do in your life. So if you could do anything, and if nothing was standing in your way, and you knew that you couldn't fail, what would you do? What would you do? Ask yourself that question. If nothing was standing in my way, if I knew that I couldn't fail, what would I do? So powerful. And then we don't have to think about what is standing in our way. We're just focusing on that end vision or that end dream. Even if it might be something specific, but it could be to be happy, to have more joy in my life, to have more abundance, whatever that might be. And we can use the powerful energy of this moon to really catapult, to fire our energy into that. So if we think about Sagittarius being the archer, and this being like a long vision, so this isn't, when we're thinking about what we want to create, we're not thinking about next week, we're thinking big here. So often there's a little bit of time within that, as in time for things to happen and to process. So if we can imagine that we are holding the longbow and we're pulling that back with all of our strength, and we're aiming it at our target in front of us. And as we let this arrow go, so imagine perhaps that this is like a burning, flaming arrow, like in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where they have the flame on the end of the arrow. If you imagine that you're pulling it back and you're letting it go pulling it back with all your might, letting it go, it hits the target, it hits the goals and the dreams and the desires and the yearnings that you have. And it's not a flame of destruction, it's a flame to ignite your fire, to ignite that, to light up the potential that you have. So exciting, so exciting. So imagine that happening, even physically. Pull that arrow back yourself and let it fly. And then I always like to do a little bit of candle magic. I did have a candle here somewhere. Here we go. Here's my little candle. So I create these little spell candles, intention candles. They only last about 10 minutes, which is perfect, because what we want to do is we want to feel into our vision. So we've just sent the arrow, the flaming arrow, across to our dream or our desire, our yearning, and then we can do the same here. So as we ignite our candle, as we light the candle, we are lighting the spark of our intention, and we can speak our intentions into this. We can hold our candle next to our heart. One of the key things when we are working with manifesting is to see ourselves in the future. So as we fire that arrow into the future, see ourselves there. See yourself doing whatever you want to do, being wherever you want to be, surrounded by the people that you love, and you can feel into you might notice the temperature, you might notice smells, you might notice colours around you. Just make it into a really sensory experience. And the key thing is to notice, how are you going to feel? How are you going to feel when you have these adventures, when you have these longings or yearnings that you truly desire? And then that's the energy that we work with. So we can hold our candle to our heart and feel into that excitement, that joy, whatever it might be. And we're essentially infusing our candle with it. We're beaming this energy from our heart space out into the universe. And you can almost imagine, I like to imagine it as a color. So my excitement, my joy for what I want to create in my life, it's going to be red. And my candle happens to be red too. Doesn't matter what color your candle is. And so I would really focus on that red in my heart, feeling that joy, that expansion, that excitement, and I would beam it out like the sunshine, beam it out to the ends of the universe with this energetic vibration. Because when we work with the law of attraction, what we give out, we get back. And then when we infuse this in our candle, and it can be any size candle that you use, I just happen to use little ones. It's fine for you to use a big one as well. Then we light the spark of our intention. So as we light our candle, it's like we are igniting our passion, our desire. And then we let the candle burn down, or if you've got a big candle, just leave it until you feel it's had enough energy. It's been burning long enough, and then you can snuff it out. And then when it does burn down, or when we snuff it out, that's when that sends out that signal to the universe. So mote it be, so be it, it's done. And then we just let it go. We don't need to micromanage. We don't need to try and force anything, But we've sent this message out to the universe. We've shifted our energetic vibration. This is what I want to create. And then we look out for signs and synchronicities and opportunities that come our way, and we take them. We take them when they arrive. So it's important kind of not to miss these signs or miss these opportunities, but it's also important not to be striving or grasping, because that in turn gives a sense of lack or a sense of not having something, which is the opposite to the law of attraction. So what we're saying in our heart is that, oh, I have this adventure, I have this excitement, I have whatever it is I want in my life, I'm beaming it out in all directions to the universe, and woohoo, universe, you're going to bring it back to me. And we might want to say things in the present tense like, I am happy, I have abundance, I have joy, whatever that might be. So have an amazing full moon tonight. I'm running a full moon women's circle tomorrow up at Winlatter, which is fully booked. If you want to book onto the June one, I would do so now because that one's getting booked up too. If you want to explore some more of this fiery energy, this intention setting, and this amazing potential for us to change our lives, my Warrior Woman Retreat has 2 more spaces on it if you would like to join me. So that is on the 7th to the 9th of June. It's in Newlands Valley in the Lake District, and it is an opportunity for us to really feel into what we're fiercely passionate and compassionate about, and work with the things that are holding us back. So we're going to be axe throwing, we're going to be doing some cord releasing, we're going to be doing a big fire walk on the Saturday night, and there's on the Sunday, it's all about integrating that new energy, stepping forwards as an amazing warrior woman. It's all about collaboration, community, and sisterhood, and saying fuck yes. So if that's for you, I will try and remember to put a link below so you can have a click on that. If anybody wants to have a chat with me about it to see it's for you, if it's for you, just get in touch. So enjoy the full moon. Obviously it's a full moon tonight. You can work with a full moon on the day before, the day off, or the day after. It doesn't matter. Sending you all my love, and I will see you at the new moon.